Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Barbara and this channel is about mapping my cycle, or rather mapping a cycle, and all that is entitled to the topic, because it's all about women's cycle, how to understand ourselves and how to understand others, because the more we understand ourselves, the more we can understand others, or at least have compassion and just love for them. So that's why these videos are not excluded only for women or girls, but it's also to educate, to really open up about what's going on, what's the reality of being a woman, to have cycle, to truly experience it and take advantage of being a woman and having the cycle and have the repetition of the cycle. As you may know from nature, even though we have cycle and we have seasons and they're changing every year, they're never the same. And that's the same for women and woman's body. Even though we have cycle that is happening, we have some hormones that are changing and there are cycles that are repeating. It's never the same, but it's very similar. You can predict what is gonna happen as just the same as there's gonna be spring, summer, fall and winter. It's not gonna be somehow switched up and after spring is not gonna be fall or winter, right? And if it would be like a red flag, right? Like there would be something going on that it's not right. And that's the same when it comes especially to bleeding. When we have our monthly bleeding, it should be happening regularly, of course, and it should be also happening within few days. That's the normal part of the womanhood and the cycle and the changes of our hormones in our body. If it's not happening at all, or if it's happening way more, then there's something wrong. There is something that is not happening that should be happening, and we have to pay attention to it. That's why it's such a gift, because it shows us if we are healthy or not. I'm gonna make another video when I will talk about the different colors of our blood when we're bleeding that can indicate what it means, because usually it's about hormone disbalance or balance that is showing in our blood. This is the same as like urine, for example, that can show that there is some problem in our body. And so it is a gift to really understand and really know that certain color may tell you that there might be some disbalance in your body, and you can change it up with food or how you take care of your mental health and etc. Right now I'm on my period and I must say that I feel pretty low energy right now. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yes, I'm on my period and it's okay to talk about it, because we have to normalize to talk about something so natural and something that is not shameful, something that it should not be shameful, something that we should be able to talk about openly and with care and love and acceptance, because it's happening whether you like it or not. It's happening whether you want to talk about it or not, and it's happening whether you want to somehow stop it or pretend that it's not happening, because it's happening. And if we honor ourselves and if we can give ourselves the space that we need, specifically during the menstruating phase when we need more time for ourselves, we need more space to relax, we need more time to just be, to just calm down and not to go full force, because we would just deplete ourselves and we are gonna go into very bad disbalance, and it's gonna create a lot of resistance in ourselves, and we're gonna be bitter and unhappy, and then we're gonna be bitter and unhappy to others, and that's not what we want, right? Nobody wants that. So let's talk about it. It's very important to open up the discussion and to also share it with men, because men also wanted to understand, they also wanted to know what's going on. They want to help us, they wanted to be there for us, they want to nurture us, help us, hold us. They cannot do anything else, but if they don't understand what's happening, and if we don't tell them, and if we don't share what is happening and what we need, they don't know how to do it. Like, they don't know how to help us, they don't know how to be there for us. We have to ask for the help, we have to ask for the support, and we have to understand ourselves so we can describe others, whether it's women or men, what they can do for us. Even if it's just leave me alone, you know, that can be said in very loving and kind way. It doesn't have to be passive aggressive, or it doesn't have to be just like, let me be. It can be just with simple and loving words said, hey babe, can you just give me a space? I don't feel super energized today and I just need some time alone. That's why I'm doing this video right now, because my husband took my son to play some soccer outside. It's a beautiful day, but I just don't feel like going outside even. Maybe like I spend some time on the balcony to just enjoy some sun, but I'm just not feeling super social. I don't want to be around people, I don't want to talk to anybody, I just want to be by myself. It's the first day of my bleeding and I just want to be alone. That's it. Right now, today, that's how I feel, and that's what I asked for, and that's what's happening. Because my husband is loving and he's very caring and he wants to be there for me. He wants to support me and he wants to do what he can to support me, just as I am trying to support him, of course, and trying to be there for him. Also, I could not record videos and I could not post video last week that would be in English because I could not record because there was a dog barking, our neighbor's dog, and I have to talk to them about it. I'm pretty hesitant. I don't want to be like a, you know, somebody who is stirring a pot, but at the same time, like, it became unbearable. I cannot concentrate, I cannot do anything, I cannot record videos because there is barking in the background all the time. It doesn't stop. I believe that these neighbors, they got their dog while there was a lockdown and they were at home with the dog, because I remember I've seen them that they said that they have a puppy, so obviously they got them, they were home, and now they're not home. They probably worked at home for as long as they could. I started hearing the dog barking probably like a month or 6 weeks ago, and first I was trying not to pay attention to it, but it became unbearable and I just have to do something about it. And I believe that the dogs can be trained. My mom has a dog and my brother has a dog. They're all both trained. Our other neighbor has a dog and he's a sweetheart. He never barks whenever he's home alone. So any dog can be trained. It's just a matter of training them. I have to learn to speak up my truth, to be authentic and not to hide and, you know, stay in some bitterness and being angry and being upset, because it's not gonna help. Most likely they don't even know that their dog is barking all day long because they're not there, they're gone, you know, they're at work and nobody told them probably. So if we don't speak our truth, if we don't speak up, nothing can change. That's how it is. That's the same thing with our cycle, with our menstruation. If we don't speak up, if we don't talk about it, if we don't normalize talking about it, then it's gonna be something shameful, something that has to be hidden, something that is private. Why? Like, I'm not showing somebody my blood, but if I am bleeding, I'm gonna tell people because I want them to understand that I'm maybe not social and I don't want to be around them, not because of them, but because how I feel that particular day, and that's okay. If we are not authentic, we are doing a huge disservice to ourselves and to everybody around us. We have to talk and we have to speak up. Again, I'm not saying to say it in some vulgar way or to be crazy and like super aggressive about it. It's about being authentic, being loving and being kind, and to really honor where we are at and what we need. Because if we can fulfill our needs, then we're gonna be happier and everybody else around us are gonna be happy too. Because staying silent just so it would be appropriate or we wouldn't stir the pot or whatever, is gonna do just ourselves the service and everybody else around us, because inevitably we will become very bitter and passive aggressive. And that's what's usually happening throughout the cycle after the ovulation time, when we get into the luteal phase that is the longest. Usually it's before the menstruating. We become super critical because we've been swallowing up all these truths, or our own truth and authenticity, until the point where we are kind of like forced by our own body and our own hormones to share it. But then we share it in a very unloving and very critical and brutal way usually, and that's just not fun for us, and neither for our surroundings and our loved ones, right? That's why I'm making these videos and I'm recording them for you to share my own experience, and I'm hoping that it can clarify some things or some questions you might have about this topic. My videos are not just about menstruation, but it's about the whole cycle. Every video that I'm recording is about how it's affecting my life, what am I doing, how am I trying to understand myself, and how it serves me and how it serves others. Because the more we can be there for ourselves, the more we can be there for others as well. And I want to make this world a better place, and I'm hoping by sharing my truth and sharing my experiences and my understanding and knowledge is gonna help others as well. And that's why I'm making these videos. So thank you for listening to my video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I post every Wednesday. Twice in a month I post videos in Czech, and twice a month I post the videos in English. And it's about the topic that somehow touches our cycle. If you like, subscribe to my channel and you're gonna get the notification about new videos. I also have a website that I'm still working on. It's still not fully in English, but I'm getting there. And I look forward to your comments or maybe your ideas, and I'll see you at the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.